which pieces in your wardrobe should you be investing in? Which pieces are the ones that you should be going to Louis Vuitton and spending, you know, a good couple of months worth of salary on? And which are the ones that you should be going to Primark for? Which are the ones that aren't worth the effort? And which are the ones that are going to see you through year after year? That is what we're going to be answering in today's vlog. I'm going to be showing you the 3 or 4 pieces, so there will be 4 pieces, 4 pieces, 4 things that you need in your autumn wardrobe which will stand the test of time. These are the things to invest in. These are the things that you're going to spend a bit more money on, that you're going to feel the pinch when you buy them. I suggest not buying them all at the same time. But these are the things that, quite frankly, you will just get out every single year. Because one of the things in this haul, my Barbour jacket, has actually been upcycled. I have just sent it to be re-waxed. I've actually had it for an ungodly amount of time. And it just shows that these are the things that are worth spending the money on. Now, I am the biggest fan of Primark and anywhere you can get a bargain. But sometimes it's worth just paying that bit more. So then you never have to buy it again. So, where would we be without an amazing handbag? Now, this is more than just a handbag, okay? And we're going to just kick things off straight away with by far the most luxurious piece in this vlog, okay? This is an investment piece. This is the ultimate investment piece. But believe me when I say this, okay? I am an accountant. I like to watch the pennies. I am so careful with my money. But honestly, Louis Vuitton for me is just something that I'm always happy to invest my hard-earned cash in. And it's the thing that I think that you all should invest yours in as well, if you want to. I just feel as though the quality of these bags, the fact that they stand the test of time, the name stands the test of time. And therefore, if ever you needed to sell them, they hold their value. I mean, how many things can you say that about? Sometimes even houses don't hold their value. Now, obviously, Louis Vuitton may crash and burn tomorrow, but on the whole, it's actually pretty stable. So it's also the kind of thing that you can feel kind of comfortable paying for. But not only that, it's not just for like maybe selling on in a few years' time. It's the fact that it will last you. It will last forever. So anyway, I'm talking too much now. The first thing I'm going to show you is actually a backpack. Now, I am not a backpack girl, but then I had a child. And it's not just only being a mum that requires someone to need a backpack. It's the fact that there are those days out, those times when you're going to the airport and stuff like that as well, for instance, or just days out where you just think, I just don't want to hold a handbag. I want my hands free. I don't want a cross the body bag because they slip around. I don't want a bum bag because that is just not me. I want a backpack. I want something I can fit all of my things in and not worry about. But I also want it to be stylish. Like, this is the thing for me when becoming a mum. It was really a hard balance between being practical but then feeling like myself. And this bag for me, this brings both of my sides of my life together. It's got the practical side of it, which is motherhood. You need to be practical. There's no other way around it, okay? You need to be able to carry baby wipes, snacks, nappies, a cup, you know, a bib, anything you can think of, you need to carry, but also your things as well. But losing yourself and feeling not like yourself is a really, really hard sort of phase to go through after you've had a baby. You don't dress the same, you can't dress the same, your body's different, you need to buy different clothes because you're no longer just going to the office anymore, you're kneeling on the floor and scooping up sick and poo and things. So it's like it wouldn't be practical to just be wearing uncomfortable clothes all the time. It's all of those sorts of things, but you also want to feel like the old person because you are still partly your old self. This is a very long intro to say. So the bag I bought, the bag that I was looking for was a Louis Vuitton backpack. I thought, you know what, I'm going to save up my money, I'm going to put my Christmas money towards it preemptively, and I want a Louis Vuitton backpack. So as it turns out, they have just recently remade the backpack I've bought, and full price it's £2,600, which is an astonishing, eye-watering amount. I mean, it's just a humongous amount of money. And obviously I do not have that money. So I went onto eBay, and this is the old So they've re-brought it out. So the name of this one is, right off eBay, Monogram Coated Canvas Montisaurus GM Backpack. So the GM is the largest one that they do. So it's quite hard to work out, which size means what. So just be mindful of that if you're ever looking at it. Make sure you look at the measurements first, because it doesn't track through. So I got mine from eBay. I bought one of the ones with the blue tick, eBay verified. Make sure that if ever you're buying branded stuff on eBay, that you find like an eBay verified seller. I think that's the only way that you can guarantee that it's definitely being checked for authenticity, and if you're spending that sort of money, you want to be careful. So it came in a eBay dust bag to show that it had been through another verification process. And here she is. Just look at her. Unbelievable. So, I mean, where to begin? It is the classic monogram print, okay? Which means that this is coated, therefore wipeable. If you're spending a lot of money, you need to be able to wipe it. If you're a mum, you need to be able to wipe it. So that is one of the things I love about Louis Vuitton. It'd be great to buy lots of beautiful leather bags, but can you wipe them without ruining them? I don't think you can. Not only that, leather bags are really, really heavy, and if you're carrying around a lot of stuff, you want it to be light. This is light. I have some Mulberry bags, and they are so beautifully made, but even empty, they are absolutely killer to carry. So these are the things you want to think about. Also, if you're using this as an airport bag, again, you don't want to be weighed down. You want to be filling this up with duty free, guys. Okay? So, where to begin? It's got a zippy front. It's got a front little zip here, front pocket here, which I want to designate as my area of the bag, which, yes, while small, is pretty much all I need. I can fit my, just measure it. So I've got the iPhone 16. I can fit that in very comfortably into the front. I could fit my keys in there, although I'd probably put them in the main body of the bag, and I could fit a lipstick in there. So really, what else do I need? Nothing. Right, then, so the fasten detail is actually a buckle. I don't know if you can see that there, that's a buckle fastening. If you open the top, which I know you might think might be a bit cumbersome, which, to be fair, it is, but it also has this drawstring top, so I can just pull this and adjust it, and that'll probably do. It did come with its Louis Vuitton dust bag as well inside. And then, other than that, it is just a plain, big old bag, all right? So this one I did get in a very good condition, because I did pay £835 for it, which is a huge amount of money. Of course, it's a huge amount of money, but when you compare it to the full price version, $2,600, it's obviously a great saving. And look at the bottom. The bottom is leather. Now, this is going to see some wear, and the thing is, it's just something I'm going to accept. I'm obviously going to spray it and try and protect it as much as possible, but it is unfortunate. They do smaller versions which are coated completely in the print, and including the bottom, and I think that would be helpful, but I love the overall look of it. It's just a bit more stylish. The straps are these long, sort of thicker straps. I don't know if you can see those. Is it like nylon maybe? And it's just so comfortable. It's also got this ring here, so you could potentially hang this up, when you go out for dinner and things. Sometimes if you sit at a bar, it's got handbag things. And just, oh, look at that. Sorry, I've not even fastened it. And it still looks cool if you ask me. It's not only that, it's this print. It's brown, okay? It's brown, it goes with brown, and it goes with black. And let's face it, in the winter, what other colours are we wearing? We can be bold and bright, and that's great. But on the whole, if we're being completely honest, we're probably going to buy a pair of boots that are black or brown. This will go. We're probably going to buy a coat that will go with one of those two types of boots. This will go. And even if you're wearing something really patterned, I'm sorry, but you're wearing a piece of fashion history. So it's kind of okay if it clashes. I feel like it's okay if a Louis Vuitton clashes. It's probably okay. So this, and not only that, your handbag just pulls everything together. Okay, an amazing, beautiful piece such as this on your back, really, it was going to pull everything together. It's going to pull a plain outfit together. It's going to give it that something, that expensive look that makes you just look put together. If you have a plain outfit on and this, just let the bag do the talking. And not only that, it's practical. When does that happen? I'm sorry, in my experience, never. So this is the first and the most expensive piece in this haul, but it's potentially one of the most important ones. So it's a lot of money. Definitely would advise getting secondhand. Definitely make sure you buy through a reputable seller, but definitely worth the investment. Boring, but again, equally as essential. A pair of black skinny jeans, okay? These are just your simple high-rise black skinny jeans from Zara. They come above my belly button, so nice and high, which is what we want. It means that we can wear any top with them. And they go with everything, okay? I know that skinny isn't always in fashion, but they're gonna go in every pair of boots. They will go in and look neat. Every coat, with every jumper, they just look neat. They look neat, they make your legs look nice because they give them a nice shape, they give them a nice hold. They're not gonna be the most comfortable things that you've ever put on. Of course not. Nothing will beat our joggers at the end of the day, but Zara do jeans with a really nice stretch, and these were $29.99, so you can't really go wrong. Okay guys, so slight change of scenery, but the next thing that we are going to look at on today's haul is the Barbour, the classic waxed jacket, okay? So this is like, I think it's known as the shooting jacket or something. And it's actually so in at this moment in time, which is just a testament to how amazing these jackets are. I bought this, honestly, how old am I now? Okay, an embarrassing number of years ago, but almost 20 years ago. That is how long I have had this jacket, okay? And I recently sent it off to be re-waxed, and it looks completely as good as new. Unbelievable. It cost me £50. It originally cost me £150 for the jacket. £50 every 10 or 20 years. I think that's okay. So, as you can see, it's got all these cute little compartments in it as well. Like, this is just a pocket. The best thing about this jacket, and again, for men, women, mums, people that just sometimes can't be bothered to carry a handbag with them, the pockets, because these large pockets just here, they are, as it is a shooting jacket, these are meant to be big enough so that you can carry your cartridges or something in it. I'm not sure, but either way, because of that, because they have made them so large, you can get your big phone straight in. That's upright as well. That's not even landscape, right? You can get that in. You can get keys in there. I've put a mini hairbrush in there and lip gloss. You don't need a handbag with this jacket. So that's the plus. That's already a huge bonus in my eyes. Internal little cute pockets, adorable. Okay, so there's only one. There's an additional zip here, right? And the reason for that is so that you can actually purchase additional liners for this jacket. So this is an autumn weight jacket, I would say. It is not super warm. It's very lightweight. It is waxed, so it does help sort of break the wind as it's coming towards you. But it's not super warm because, as I say, as you can tell from sort of the width of it, the depth of it, it's not super thick. But this zip here means that you can buy additional sort of cozy linings. So if you wanted to make this more of a winter weight, you could, which is just fantastic. Then it has a zip up the front, so it goes, if you can see if I stand far enough back. So the zip is all the way up. It's got both zips and poppers. You see the little, very satisfying popper. The zip also says Barbour on it, okay? And it comes down to just below my bum, or just on the edge of my bum. So technically, if you were wearing leggings that are slightly see-through, you couldn't be bothered to put a proper top on and you put this over the top. Technically, you'd be just about covered, So that's sort of where we're at with this. I've got it in a size 8. They've made it roomy, which is exactly what you would want. The arm length finishes at just a perfect arm length, so it's not going to be drooping into things. So when you put your arms up, it's below the wrist, and when you put it out there, it's like this sort of more flattering angle. But again, accentuating the fact that it is not a super warm jacket. Yes, it's got this sort of like corduroy, as you can see, collar, which is nice because it's soft and it sort of flattens out just like that, so also unlikely to get any makeup on it, which is ideal. And yeah, it's really comfy. It looks great again with black jeans. It looks great with brown, such as the Louis Vuitton handbag or any other handbag, or a black handbag, or simply no handbag at all. I think it really dresses up jeans, and I've worn it in the spring with navy jeans and little pumps, little trainers, and it's like preppy and cute, and you always look really put together. But also when you are doing things like going pumpkin picking and things like that, it's just so appropriate. I know it's so boring to say it's so appropriate, but it is so appropriate because it is the correct thing to be wearing for these sorts of occasions, and it makes you feel great because of it, because it does what it's supposed to do. It's just fab. Look, you know, there's no hood on it, but you can buy ones with hoods on it. But I really like this classic shape. I like, yeah, I look like I'm going out to the stables, but great. I love that look. And as you'll see from the next item, that is the same thing. But the thing is with this jacket, right, it's not super fitted, so it is comfortable. It's not super stylish, it's classic. So that's the reason it stands the test of time. That's the reason this is worth the money. It's also got these 2 pockets just here, which have got a nice soft lining as well, which is wonderful. It's a classic English, I don't know if the brand is English, I think it is. Don't quote me on that. It's a classic brand making a classic jacket, and the purpose of this jacket isn't to look good. The purpose is for you to be able to go and wear it when you go shooting on those cold mornings or whenever it is that they do it. And you can tell that it's a well-made piece of clothing. The fact that you can upkeep it for as long as you want, that's lovely. You know, this is the sort of thing that you'll have in your wardrobe forever, and that's what we need to be investing in, especially with coats, because you want to be able to buy a coat like this lovely, sensible green jacket, and well, it's not, no, it is green, and you want to be able to wear them forever because it looks classic, so it should feel classic, and it really does. It's so comfortable, it's so easy, it'll always fit because you can size up appropriately. It's got these little splits at the side, which you can then popper up with these little poppers, which I love. And there are some poppers here as well. I think you can buy attachable hoods, but I think some of them come with different linings as well, because I think they do spring ones, but mine has the checked line. I think that is the autumn weight ones. But honestly, I cannot recommend it enough. The fact that I've already had it for almost 20 years just speaks volumes. I've only had it re-waxed once, and it looks as good as new. Absolutely just love it. And the final item, I mean, where would we be without a piece of footwear, okay, to invest in? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking I'm going to say invest in a really good pair of boots, which I am going to say that. And normally it would be more of a fashionable boot, but again, I'm sorry, this I suppose is aimed at mostly at mums and other people, but the trend now is to go and pumpkin picking and go and do all these things outside, which is wonderful. But I mean, what do you wear when you're doing it? You know what I mean? You're not going to be wearing... Okay, well, I actually have 2 options to show you, but anyway, the first one is the most classic, okay? It's a pair of hunter wellies. Can you go wrong with plain black? It's sort of like the more brushed, not shiny, sort of like the matte version. Hunter wellies. I got them in the riding boot style because I wanted them to look most of all like a boot. And as you can see, I've already used them. I used them the same week that I bought them. I've worn them twice, and I've only owned them for 2 weeks. And I think that just says a lot about the sorts of things that I do at the weekend with my daughter, but also the things that I was doing before I had a daughter. I like going outside. I like to make the most of the outdoors as much as I possibly can, especially in the winter. We need that vitamin D, and it's nice to get out of the house. But what do you wear for it?